Hello everyone, Mark Merrill with Farm for a special edition on Memorial Day, which is only for the brave. This honorable day, folks, in United States history was established not long after the Civil War was Decoration Day, as it was called, but in 1971, congressional leaders renamed it Memorial Day. This recognition of our men and women who gave their very lives on the battlefields of not only this country, but in foreign nations that were overthrown by dictators, tyrannical and deadly communists, and socialist destructors of their own citizens' freedoms and rights as human beings. And most of those former leaders are now long gone, of course, but others have risen to so-called power and control, they say, in their place. Some are calling themselves lawfare supporters, totally against the laws and freedoms under the Constitution and Bill of Rights. And of course, we are dealing with a puppet dictator here under the guise of an Obama third-term presidency. But we the people, folks, must continue to push back against such despotism and threats against our God-given rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And ladies and gentlemen, please support all military men and women and promote the safety and security of our once proud traditions under the Declaration of Independence, the Pledge of Allegiance, and secure and uphold all our borders by the National Guard, if necessary. Yeah, you got it. The National Guard, to thwart and completely stop all enemies, foreign and domestic. Now, of course, here, folks, you see a picture of one of our speakers at the Memorial Day ceremonies in Skowhegan, Maine, Tina Richards. She's Legion Commander of the Skowhegan area. And we are hoping to get some audio to work for us here of speech that she made. And hope you can hear some of it here on our device here as we bring it up shortly. And while we're doing that, folks, what we want to do is we want to go ahead and make sure that everything is in place for you and your families and any of your family members who are military or former military. Make sure that the push goes on to go ahead and get our United States and Constitution under control, and to educate our children and grandchildren, if that might be the case, folks. So we'll have to see about that, of course. And we're getting to a section here where we will hear from Tina Richards. In the meantime, folks, while we're waiting for Tina's information to come up, please be aware that you can get in touch with us anytime on Rumble/users/Fairness Media 1, Fairness in Reporting Media Locals, Twitter, YouTube at the bottom, and fairnessinreportingmedia@gmail.com for all of your connections to our podcasts, such as this, for special events like Memorial Day and more. Now, before we get to Tina Richards and her words of encouragement and a particular story where she told one about how people in the military dealt with most of the situations that came towards them while serving in combat areas. Let's listen first to some information, some music from the Skowhegan High School Band. And they're going to be performing in a moment here, and then shortly after that we will hear from the lady you see before you here, Tina Richards. We want to thank her very much for her service as commander, now in, I believe, her second year at the Skowhegan Legion. We will also be hearing from the Skowhegan Band playing a few numbers, folks, that we thought was patriotic and very much something that we needed to give and show and hear. Some patriotic music we need to hear more often. So here's a little bit, folks,
we are privileged to have
from the Skowhegan High School Band playing a few numbers, a medley, if you will, of some of the military songs. And here they are.
That was awesome. Thank you guys so very much. In a few moments, we have one of the ladies in the band will be playing taps for us, and you will enjoy that, I'm sure, as well. At this time, I'm going to invite Tina Richards up to share a little bit with us this morning.
Here now is Tina Richards, folks.
Good morning, and thank you for all coming out. I'm the commander of Peter Shorty of Post 16 in Skowhegan, and I want to thank our color guard this morning for marching, and for Ann, she's the president of our auxiliary, and we had a few other members too, either march or drive a vehicle. And I just want to read this to you all this morning. They were brothers in arms, but also brothers bonded by sacrifice. Navy SEALs Nathan Gage Ingram and Christopher J. Chambers attempted to board an unflagged ship in the Arabian Sea that was carrying Iranian-made weapons to Yemen on January 11th. As they were leaving their boat to climb the contraband ship, waves reportedly widened the gap between the two vessels. Chambers plunged into the water. Ingram jumped in to save him. They were never seen again. The dangers inherent with military service are especially so with the Navy Special Warfare operators, but they exist in every branch and in every military occupation. Today we honor the more than 1 million men and women who made the ultimate sacrifice for our nation while serving in wars and missions since the American Revolution. Each story is unique, and each story...
We thank Tina very much for that, and she gave a further speech in regard to another situation of some brave men and women in combat. But as we conclude our program here, our special program, folks, please keep in mind that this, our most important document, the Constitution and the Bill of Rights, is something we must cherish always and protect it with all of the freedoms and rights that we have, despite what the media says. And the Declaration of Independence, folks, which is pretty much right here in the highlighted part. You can see it. To secure the rights of the governments are instituted among men and women, deriving their just powers from the consent of the government, that whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it and to institute new government. We, the people, have always had the power, folks. Let's keep that one in mind. Seeking truth and moving forward, folks. We must restore America. And as always, let's have you not forget to check out our organization. Rumble.com/users/fairnessmedia1, fairnessinreportingmedia.locals.com, Twitter.com, YouTube, as well as fairnessinreportingmedia@gmail.com. Thank you for your time. God bless the United States of America. Blessings upon you and your family, folks. Peace to all.